soul companions, and welcome to Power Up Your Life. Yes, Power Up Your Life is the home of Breakfast with Soul. And as you're aware, we decided that we wouldn't be doing monthly get-togethers anymore. Breakfast with Soul is just either myself or Louise sitting down having a chat. But I have to tell you about a conversation I just had with a dear friend of mine, Constance. Constance has been with Breakfast with Soul for years. She's been to Bali with us. I actually met her through Carolyn Mace Institute when we were together in Greece in 2002. So we have great many laughs, great many sorrows, great deal of joy that we give each other daily. But we were talking about aging today, and honestly, it was comical. My husband, John, the other day showed me an email that I actually let out a sigh of relief. Now, here's an indication when you're hitting close to 70. I'll be 70 next year, and very grateful for it. And aging is not to be feared, it's to be embraced. I'm not the bubbly little fairy that I used to be, but I still have a lot of energy. I'm not wearing all the bright clothes I used to anymore, although I do once in a while. But there's things that are shifting, and it's the acceptance of that shift. But on the conversation I had with John, he showed me an email he had received from the Beacon Cemetery in Ottawa. And I've been after him for a long time. As you're possibly aware, he had 35 years with the RCMP, and then he did his 6 UN missions. And at Beacon Hill, if you are in any type of service, whether RCMP, police officers, etc., even if you're retired, you are invited to purchase a plot for when you leave. And for the longest time, the conversation between John and I over the years is, where do you want to be? I was raised in Newfoundland, so scatter my ashes over the ocean in Newfoundland and then in Bali. John is from Nova Scotia. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go home with your parents? But we've been together 50 years this year. So we decided together for our children and our grandchildren, our daughter, in particular, Amanda and her children, and then our daughter who is deceased, Melanie. She has 3 children, and they're very important to us, and we don't want them to have to go visit Fairy Lily over in Newfoundland with her ashes one day. We want it to be safe for them, to be able to have fond memories and visit us whenever their soul or their heart feels the need. Not that they will, but there's a possibility. Plus, we want to make things easy for our transition, especially for Amanda. She doesn't have to pack up anything. It's like, okay, here's where mom and dad are going, which is similar to what my parents did. And I was very grateful that they made it easy, although my sister Deborah would probably speak otherwise, because she was the one that did all the work, and she did a fabulous job. But when he showed me that we have an appointment to go pick up our plot, I have to tell you, it was joy. I felt so much joy. And as I was talking to my friend Constance today, it dawned on me how comical that is, that you can feel relief and joy knowing that we have the opportunity to go pick out our plots. Now, if you told me that when I was 40 and 50 and possibly just starting 60, I'd think, oh, for God's sake, Lil, it's not important. But my friends, those of you out there that are at our age, we wake up every morning, thank God. There may be an ache or two that we didn't experience even last year, but that's part of the process. This is gravity, as long as we are humans on this planet. And as long as we are humans on this planet, we will leave soon. So pack up and prepare. Get rid of the clutter in your house that you don't want your children to have to go through. You don't want them having to delete everything out of your life. You do that yourself. I'm in the process of decluttering again this year. I remember a very good friend of mine, Rhonda from Breakfast with Soul. She had us one summer, each day, get rid of 27 items that you're not using. And we did that for that summer, and I got rid of a lot of things. But being the addict that I am, I have addiction to people, places, and things, but I'm realizing that that's not important anymore. So in the fall, because we're in the process now of decluttering again, in the fall, if we're still here, we will get rid of all of that also, so that when our time comes, it's so easy for Amanda and our grandchildren. They can honor us with grace instead of a crazy active pace that they may have to go through to get things organized. So today, I leave with you with this Breakfast with Soul reminder to pay attention and pray intention to today, enjoy every moment, but to also prepare, not just for ourselves, but for those that we leave behind. In Spirit's name, it's all just for today. Enjoy your day and be prepared.